Hello beautiful people, it's Quintin from the Hunters of Light, and March is printing month and it's sponsored by Canon South Africa. We will be showcasing how printing can be an incredibly profitable area of your photography business. Emma O'Brien, Andrew Averley, Ernst Olof and Dave Hahn will be showing some insights into why printing can be a profitable addition to your business. And printing yourself will take it to the next level. This month you can win yourself a Canon imagePROGRAF Pro 300A3 printer, this one over my shoulder, along with some paper to go out and try printing as a path through profitability yourself. Also, if you're looking to purchase a Canon printer, participating stores are offering specials for the month of March. If you buy the imagePROGRAF Pro 300A3, you'll get a voucher to spend 2,000 Rand on Canon products in store. If you buy the imagePROGRAF Pro 1000 A2 printer, you'll get a 5,000 Rand voucher to purchase Canon products in store. Now that's incredible. All right, so how do you go about increasing sales and profitability in your area when it's saturated with photographers all offering pretty similar packages? Well, you could charge more, but unless your product is much better than other photographers, that might backfire and leave you with even less business. You could add services and photograph other genres. You could also try and see where you could cut costs. Most photography businesses have clients that will want to purchase prints. Family, couple, architectural, landscape, fine art, sports. All of those clients at some stage will want to have prints of what you photographed for them. I know most people are using the shoot and burn model and giving images to their clients, but if you're going along that route, you're leaving cash on the table. If you don't sell your clients on more than just a shoot and burn option, you're really just losing money. So, I mean, after all, you can also give them a JPEG when they order the print. That could be another selling print that they can then do whatever they want to with it. And by adding printing, you will increase your profitability on every single shoot. If you already provide prints and use a lab, it may be time to consider your own printer and really maximize your profitability. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow and I can bring you more content like this. When it comes to printing, there are a few areas to consider. Color and quality control. If you agonize over taking the image and getting it just right, then you want to be editing the image. And then you'll probably want to make sure that the prints are exactly how you want it, which means you might want to order a proof or even go to the lab to check the prints. Turnaround time. Ernst Olof, surf photographer in Jeffreys Bay, has a lot of clients that fly in from all around the world to surf, generally fly in, fly out. He shoots the images in the morning and delivers a framed print that afternoon. Turnaround time is critical for his business. Profitability. What do you mark your prints up by? If you're a fine artist, you're probably looking at anything from 2,000 Rand upwards just for the image, and then you'd add, let's say, 5 or 10 times the cost of the print itself. If you're printing family images, you'd probably add your time to cover the printing process, and then anything from 5 to 10 times the cost of the print. In both cases, you're also going to need to account for packaging. Ease of use. So the one thing that is difficult to quantify is the ease of use. So how easy is it to bang out a print? Can you open the app, select the image, select the paper, hit send, and 7.5 minutes later be looking at your A2 print? In a time crunch, that's exactly what you need. But even printing a final image on Canon's premium Fine Art Smooth or Honeymailer Photo Rag Bayarta, you don't want to have to deal with the issues of wasting paper, ink, and more importantly, your time. Okay, so let's look at the two options you have available to you for printing. You can go through a lab or you can use your own printer. The most important thing is to make sure that you list all of your costs. I know it can be a bit of a pain in the bum and it can actually get really silly, but it's crucial to still be in business down the line to list all of those costs. Otherwise, you're just losing money every time you shoot. Right, so let's look at the hardware. If you go through a lab, you don't need a printer because you're printing through a lab. If you are printing for yourself, I have the Pro 1000 A2 printer, which costs around 25,000 Rand. There's accounting management software that lets me input costs of the paper, the inks when I purchase them, and it then provides me an exact cost of the print once it's printed. The cost of the printer, I'm basically amortizing over 3 years, just under 700 bucks a month, instead of doing a printer hardware cost per print, because I think that would just be painful. Right, let's look at the printing workflow. Cost of printing on the home studio Canon Pro 1000. You've got image prep, soft proofing time, sending and checking the print, proofs if you want to do one, packaging the print, and then courier to collect or deliver. The cost of a lab printing your image, you've still got image prep, the soft proofing time. You've got to then send it to the lab via WeTransfer or FTP or via their online ordering system. Proof, if applicable. If you're getting a proof via courier, there's the courier cost. If you're going to go and view it yourself, there's the time and fuel. If the print's okay, fantastic, take it with you. If it's not, you've got to repeat the process, more cost. The final print is only available, a couple of days later. Well, then there's additional time from there. And then obviously packaging the print and courier to collect and deliver. As you can see, printing through a lab does have a few extra steps and additional costs, depending on whether you would like to go and see a proof or not. If you don't want to see a proof, well, then you don't have to go through all of those stages. All right, let's look at pricing your print. The problem with 95% of photographers providing prints is that they just don't price them properly. Yes, a jumbo print costs about $5, but what goes into the printing of that image? You need to make sure that all of those costs are accounted for, and we've spoken about them before. Emma O'Brien says, depending on your skill and quality level, you should be marking up your actual print by 5 to 10 times the cost of the print to cover the time involved in getting the print to the client and the costs. For this exercise, I'm using an A2 size print and a premium photo luster paper to compare costs. I've listed the elements required and assigned a cost based on the following. Let's assume your hourly rate is 600 Rand. The paper is A2 premium photo luster, 270 gram for 260 to 280 Rand through a lab. Then there's the A2 Canon Photo Paper Pro Luster, 260 gram, and the printer will provide the cost for the paper and ink once the print is done. Materials, bubble wrap. I've got a roll size of 100 meters by 62 centimeters, 223 Rand. I've got a corrugated core for the postal tube for A2s, that's 13 Rand 20. Obviously, final shipping and collection is not included. You can add that up whenever you need to. So let's look at the process and cost breakdown for printing through a lab and with your own printer. Please note that you need to work out all your expenses and ensure all of the costs are covered. It's assumed that when you're pricing your shoots, you include necessary expenses like rent, insurance, website costs, bank services, car, petrol, car repayments, car servicing, tires, clothing, DSTV, food, gym, lights and water, medical aid. You get the picture. You need to be covering those costs. Otherwise, you're really just running at a loss and you will run out of money eventually. You can check out the calculator from Graham Carruthers. I'll put a link here and in the comments below. Go and check it out, download it, input your figures and see exactly what you need to be covering. Right, so let's say we are going to print it in the studio with the Pro 1000. The process and the costs are as follows. The image prep printing packaging time is around about half an hour, so $300. Packaging costs are 15 Rand 43 for the postal tube and the bubble wrap. And the cost of the print is 96 Rand 36. So the total cost for that print is 411 Rand 82 cents. Now let's assume you mark up that print by 5 times. That means the cost of the print to client would be 893 Rand 59 ex VAT. That's without doing a proof. And that is 481 Rand 80 profit, 49%. Okay, so let's take a look at the cost from a lab. And let's assume that the print will be couriered to you. The cost for the image prep printing packaging time is around about 30 minutes, so $300, same sort of thing. Packaging, same, 15 Rand 43. The cost of the print is 260 Rand. The courier cost to collect and deliver is about $100, and so the cost for that print is 675 Rand 43. Now, if you marked up the lab print in the same way 5 times, that would be 1,300 Rand, and the print cost to the client would then be just under 2,000 Rand, more than double the cost to your client. In order to match the cost of the studio print, you'd only be able to do it by 0.84 times. So you'd be making 24% profit. So yeah, 49% versus 24%. I think it's a no-brainer. Now going back to the cost of the printer, if you only sold 2 A2 prints per month, your printer would be paid off in 2 years. If you sold 4, you pay it off in a year. Now, obviously, these costs are not exhaustive. There are a lot of items that come into running a business, but I hope that by showing you the options, you have another way to increase the profitability of your photography business. I love my Pro 1000, and I get a kick out of watching every print come out. And as we also have a graphic design and a web development division in the business, we use the printer to output presentation designs and other printed materials from time to time. And the color accuracy and representation is out of this world. Absolutely love it. So, to wrap up, print through a lab, print yourself. You've got to start adding printing to your business. So remember to take advantage of the printing month specials at participating stores, offering specials on the Pro 300 and Pro 1000. You can get 2,000 or 5,000 Rand voucher to purchase Canon products in store. Now, again, fantastic. Love it. Thanks, Canon. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, please add them to the comments below or on the Hunters of Light website or the Facebook group, and I will set up a chat with Roger Machin to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you do, it helps the channel grow and helps us to bring you more of this content. So yeah, see you online, and I wish you all the best in your path to profitability through printing.